Hey, this is Brian Crecente with Polygon. We're here in New York at the Sony Style Store checking out Resistance Burning Skies on the Vita. Specifically, we're looking at the multiplayer, and I'm here with Greg Phillips, producer on the game, who's going to talk to us a little bit about what's going on here.
Resistance Burning Skies is, in the single player mode, takes place between Resistance, a little before Resistance 2. You're a firefighter, Riley, who kind of gets in the heart of when the Chimera invade America. So you're kind of seeing the story of how America falls, which was later kind of shown in Resistance 2 and 3. But for today, we're kind of focusing on the multiplayer mode. Here we're playing a deathmatch game with 8 people, 4 of us here in New York and 4 people in San Diego.
Okay, and now this controls, first off, I have to say, are fantastic. It's wonderful to be able to play this with 2 sticks, even though I can't kill this guy. There we go. So some of the other cool things about this, besides obviously having 2 thumbsticks to control with, is that there are both touchscreen and back touch controls. The back touch, you double tap essentially in the same place anywhere on the back and you start running, which is, I think, a really clever use of that because you can kind of minimize any accidental weapon use, I guess, if you're not using this for some sort of weapons. Is that the thought behind it, or some of the reasoning?
Yeah, that's part of the reasoning. It's also a really good place for the sprint. I mean, your fingers are back there, so quick double tap, pretty easy to do, lets you kind of engage your sprint quickly. And as you mentioned, it's you don't have to worry about accidentally firing off your weapon by putting other touch implementation there. Touch is also implemented on the front screen, where you can use it for all the secondary guns have some implementation of touch to the front screen. So for, say, the bullseye, one of the signature Resistance weapons, if you touch and hold the screen, your tag marker will come up and the tag will fire wherever your finger is. Carbine for a grenade, another really cool one, the mule, which is a shotgun. When you tap the screen, you kind of get a loading mechanism to load an explosive crossbow bolt onto the shotgun, and then the next shot you fire is a high-powered explosive round.
I gotcha. Now I am this new weapon. I'm using the new weapon. What is that called again?
You are using the Hunter right now. It's a Chimeran weapon that fires off energy pulses. Its secondary fire is a drone that kind of goes forward and takes out whatever's in its path.
Right, and as you mentioned, those secondary fires are all through touch screens. So, for instance, I just fired off a grenade shot with the touch attack. Sorry, I'm getting nailed here. The game supports up to 8 players?
8 players online, yeah.
What modes in total do you think will be on this? Can you guys talk about it?
There will be 3 modes. There'll be a deathmatch, a team deathmatch, and a mode called survival. We're not really talking about survival today, and so right now we're just running kind of a standard deathmatch. The deathmatch, team deathmatch, kind of standard shooter fare, stuff that's very familiar to people. Survival will be kind of the mode that has a little bit more flavor.
I gotcha. Now I'm gonna try this. What is are these? How many weapons do you think, or can you talk about how many weapons will be in the game total when it launches for multiplayer?
There'll be a good number of weapons. I don't think we're saying not saying the exact amount right now, but there's a good number of weapons in the game right now. Good mixture of kind of returning Resistance fare, like your bullseye, your carbine. And newer weapons, and the auger, also returning nothing like a gun that can fire through walls in a shooter. And then there are newer weapons like the Hunter, the Mule, and a couple of others that aren't being shown today.
I gotcha, okay. Is this sort of indicative of the sort of map you think the game will support, or are there sort of a range of
There's
types
a good
of
range of stuff. These maps are all kind of created for the ground up for the multiplayer mode. But they're good. There's stuff in the city. There's stuff in a bridge in the game. There's a good variety, good mix of locales, good mix of visuals, and design of maps to kind of keep things fresh.
Yeah, and I can't say enough how good the controls feel on this. Now I'm playing as a Chimeran, but there are humans, I think, in this. Is that right?
Yes.
Look at that. Finished. And right now we're playing with a group that's remote as well. It's not just
we're playing with 4 people here, and then we're playing with a group of people in San Diego.
Okay, so this is a good look at what a network game would be like. I mean, there were no hiccups in this that I saw.
This is a good example of what the Vita can do with online play. So there's also kind of unlockable stuff. As you play, you gain experience points and levels, and you can use those levels to unlock new guns, upgrades for your guns, kind of abilities, passive and active, new grenades. There's a really good variety of stuff in this game to unlock and progression to kind of keep players going.
I got you. Yeah, and I saw, for instance, there's the hedgehog grenade. So you have different things you can do. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. I really enjoyed playing this. Can't wait till it comes out.